Hello everybody, and welcome to a Monday afternoon update. And the update I have for you is let's go to town. And this is to do with the work I've been doing recently in town and to do with the buildings that I've been doing. So here we go. So here's my building that I've been working on. I've been working in it for the last few days, including today. And Chris Dodd mentioned about why not do a Woolworths store, which in truth I had actually thought about doing as an iconic 80s store. But I did have some trouble trying to get the logo right for the 80s, trying to find the right logos, because a lot of the logos that I did find is for Woolworths as in later on, or the wrong sort of style, but I managed to come across this one which tends to depict the era that I'm doing. And funny enough, the actual way I've done the windows and doors is also representative, very typical of the store that I saw in the photograph. What I'll do is I will tack that picture in just a jiffy for you, and then you can sort of compare it for yourself, really. So this is Woolworths, or Woolworth as it was known back in the day originally. The building itself is just one complete unit. It's just, as you probably saw yesterday when I did the upload, it's just one complete piece made out of card, and then it's just got various layers of card in order to build up the detail and to build up the depth of the actual store. And the image for Woolworths and the logo I got from the old internet, the same as Blockbuster Video, which is to the right, and it's again reminds me of when I was a kid and me and my brother used to go down to our local Blockbuster Video to get the games and rent them out, and DVDs and all sorts of stuff when they were actually popular. I mean, obviously now in this day and age with downloads, they've gone out of business. So, but anywho, it was a shop that I remembered well, and I just wanted to put something on my layout that is kind of unusual. You don't necessarily get to see on many layouts. The B&Q, will, like I did say yesterday, will be put back on the town scene, on the extension of the town scene, somewhere along the line. But going back to the building itself, it's clad in various layers of card. The signage has come from either Flickr or Google Images, stuff like that. And I've just used Microsoft Paint just to resize them, recrop them, and basically printed it out via my printer, my Hewlett Packard. It's also got the acetate. I've also put some clear acetate so you can actually see it has actually got windows in it, although it hasn't got any interior in it at the moment, which is something that I'm going to be sourcing and researching about at some point. Also, I'd like to get some kind of advertising and sales signs and stuff like that. So that sort of things I've still got to do. But essentially, in the whole, the building's pretty much done. The brickwork is from Scale Scenes. I'd already bought some Scale Scenes brick paper, so I decided rather than buy any more, I just reprinted off some more sheets and clad the building in this brick paper on the lower half, which is a brown brick. And as far as I mean, obviously you can see that there's paint colours and all sorts of stuff, which is just standard paints that you get from a model shop. And the roof has also been dealt with, and that's the same, actually, fun enough, as the Berringer station canopy. It's sandpaper to give a bit of texture, and it's also got some capping on the top, so it just tidies it up and makes it look a lot neater. And I've just decided just to put the recycling bins on the end here, but I haven't quite worked out how this is going to work out on this side, the extension there. So once that gets done, then I can work out where B&Q is going to go. But it will be rebuilt because I do like it. and it was quite popular on the layout. Quite a few people mentioned it as well, so I am going to put it back on somewhere. I do have a sort of, I'm not quite sure whether or not the NCP car park might disappear, and the building just behind it. I'm sorry, there's just a few bits and pieces, the signage for B&Q which I've kept. That might very well go. I was just thinking, because I've got this kind of area here for a car park, and whether or not that multi-storey there might be a bit overkill. So I'm kind of, because there is a little bit of car parking at the station and then there's some parking here, so I'm not sure. I haven't quite decided how that's going to work yet. I am considering it. So yeah, that might be a thought. I still want to do the quick save that I was originally going to put here instead of Woolworths, but it could well be J Sainsbury's instead of quick save, but I'm not sure yet. So that's something else. But that's pretty much what I've done. I mean, I'm really pleased with it actually, and I think the scale of it is right. I think it looks nice. I think it's the right scale compared with the with when you put it alongside the lorry. I just felt that the B&Q that I'd had before was a bit too deep and a bit too tall for it to be in scale, so I'm very much pleased with this. But now I've done this, it's kind of given me a bit of confidence to possibly make some more buildings for my layout for the town scene. And like I said, I do like my layout to have things on it that's slightly different to other people's in terms of just making it stand out. I think it's just quite good. So I might try and come up with something different. But anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment and subscribe and let me know your thoughts and what you think, and whether or not I should maybe keep the multi-storey, or whether you think maybe I should put some more shops to have a bit of a kind of like a shopping parade or whatever. And let me know if you think it's quite happy to leave the multi-storey there, then I will do. I'm just sort of oohing and ahhing over it at the moment. I haven't quite decided it. I mean, I quite like this little cameo that I've got of the little Fiesta coming out of the multi-storey, and I think it is nice enough, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But yeah, I'll leave you with the last shot of my new building.